Thoshi Shannon Archer agus Louise Christie and the gymnastics nu dh'fhaodadh bake agus chaniliad dh'fhaodadh von nuair.
So I started when I was 4, and it's because my older sister was doing gymnastics and I'd be the one that go with my mum to drop off and pick up and be that annoying little kid that would run around the gym that wasn't supposed to be there. So kind of started from there. Mum just put me in a class because I seemed to love being in the gym. And yeah, just kind of went from there.
Yeah, it's similar. I was 5 years old when I started and had a lot of energy when I was younger. I did things like kinder gym, so my mum signed me up. I don't think she really knew it was rhythmic, but yeah, it worked out well in the end.
Han G seach go ruchgach ALBA an a ringen idir gealachtras and spars.
Yeah, so I'm artistic gymnastics, so I do the vault, uneven bars, beam and floor. So they're kind of the 4 events that I do, and I would say probably my best one is probably vault.
Yeah, and I do rhythmic gymnastics, so we have the hoop ball clubs and ribbon is probably my best event.
Bíú a táisce gamach an the gymnastics ag uisgama ág, agus van a codí ganach a thàlantach sons go faigad chun an either var a bhéliad an Jew.
Because we're so young in the sport, we don't really know what's kind of going on. We just kind of go like, oh, you're going to go into this group now. We're like, okay, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, kind of young, because gymnastics is a very young sport. It's kind of like 8, 9 years old is when artistic you start to go down the development route and the elite pathway that kind of takes you on to hopefully bigger and better things.
I had a bit of potential when I was younger and the coaches at the club pushed me, but I think kind of in 2019 was like a breakthrough year for me. Kind of found my feet as a senior, got onto the Great Britain squad and it kind of took off from there.
Stiach an opra chrúi na the chaiad enimachach an na skipa na ALBA sonna Geamaichean thàlantach, a sé we course in Jeremy glé arpa.
Yeah, so we had a lot of back-to-back trials for Commonwealth Games, and it was kind of quite soon after the last trial was done that I kind of got the call that I'd made the team, and I was actually at my first GB squad of the year and got the call. I was waiting all day for the call, finally got it at night, and yeah, it was just kind of a massive relief that I'd kind of done all that hard process of trialing and finally made it onto the team.
Yeah, so I had a lot of international competitions. I was travelling a lot at the start of the year, and that was all going towards my selection. And then I had a little bit of a break before I found out, but yeah, I was just over the moon when all the work had finally paid off and all the travelling and competing. Yeah, it was a massive relief. Everything's been building up towards the games, and it's not just the selection process. This is like years of hard work and dedication have gone into this kind of selection. So yeah, it was like a big weight lifted off us when we finally got selected, and excitement and a little bit of nerves for the games.
Yeah, I think it's definitely been each time, because I was in Gold Coast 4 years ago, and it's definitely the competitive nature between the squad, I think, is quite high now, and it's kind of, you got to work for it to get on that team. You're not just going to get it handed to you. So it's definitely, as the years have went on, it's got more competitive, which is nice to see.
Ringen G seach go eachtaí an Birmingham, Thoshing Shannon a chéad bound dhíobh de ALBA an the ring gymnastics thàlantach na ban, agus Thoshing Louise bound etiquette on the gymnastics romhpa.
Yeah, I think the games as a whole, I think going into it, I was quite nervous. I was more nervous for this one than I was the last one. But I think, I mean, it wasn't a home games, but it did feel like a home games for us, because when we marched out and they announced Scotland as a team, the crowd just was like, they were outstanding. I don't think any of us expected it to be as good as it was, especially finals day. I woke up very, very nervous for that final. I think I said to my coach, I was like, I need you to distract me from what's about to happen right now. But yeah, I think I was last up in the final and the crowd was definitely getting behind me, so which definitely helped kind of calm things down a little bit.
Yeah, I think I was a bit of the opposite to Shannon. On the last day of competition, I was a bit more confident. I'd kind of, every routine that I did at the games, I got more confident. I kind of got the nerves out on the first day. I hadn't done the rib routine as I wanted to on the first 2 days, so I knew what I needed to do. And yeah, I just felt confident. I'd put the training in and I knew that I could do it.
Yeah, I was saying like to the kids earlier on, I don't think it's actually fully sunk in yet, because yeah, I didn't even look at the score, just kind of waiting for the scores to come up, and just saw the 3 next to my name, and I just think everyone saw it, just like instantly started crying, got emotional. I think it was like a mixture of happiness, relief that everything had actually finally paid off and I'd got that medal around my neck.
Yeah, for me, I was quite early up in the final. I think I was third on, and I went into the lead, and I held on to the lead right until the last routine when I went down in second. But I mean, I didn't go into it expecting a medal, so to come away with a silver was just amazing. Yeah, the best feeling, especially having like so many Scotland flags in the audience. It really did feel like a home games, and the support was just amazing.
Shannon agus Louise sonna eolas achgus in a scúlach dó na ghinnealach an the gymnastics na ALBA. Is iad an dáchas go bhrosnig at cútsiú gus dríoch go gals and spars.
Definitely, I think, especially for us as kind of history makers, I don't like to say it, but yeah, like it's really important for us to kind of put across these younger kids today that, like, in the past Scotland's just kind of been there to participate in the games, whereas now we're up there and we're fighting and winning those medals. I think it's really important, and we love days like these where you get the kids coming in and they like love what they're doing, love being around us, asking for pictures and stuff. It's satisfying for us to kind of know that we're passing that on to the younger kids, which, yeah, hopefully they can carry that on into the future. It's good to be able to share our experiences with these kids today, that they can kind of hopefully take that coming away from today and being like, oh wow, like I want to do that, I want to be able to feel like that. So that's kind of the aim from these days.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. And for me as well, in 2018 there was no rhythmic team at the Commonwealth Games, and then this time around it was just me. So hopefully it inspires the next generation, and hopefully at the next games there'll be a team for rhythmic as well. Yeah, I think a lot of these kids are just starting out their journey in gymnastics, so it's really nice to share our experiences and knowledge with them and hopefully inspire them to keep pushing and make future games for Scotland.
Chanilo hopper chrúi stad de Shannon agus Louise, is iad a coit a d'irt go fharpais an éile.
Yeah, so for me, I've kind of had a little bit of downtime after the games, kind of looking after the body, got a couple of injuries that I'm trying to heal at the moment, and hopefully potentially take the rest of this year and then go into next year stronger, ready to compete again.
Yeah, I'm similar. After the games I went out to a World Challenge Cup in Romania, so after that I've had a bit of time off and I've just started back in the gym now, so getting some new routines and preparing for next year.